Disclaimer: this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It does not constitute financial advice. We are not registered financial advisors. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, your number one source for income-oriented investing where we don't ignore total returns. And just like the thumbnail, hope it didn't scare you, but it's a question I'm going to try to answer today. Will MSTE reduce their distribution again? So MSTE, as we know everyone, the Harvest Strategy Inc. Enhanced High Income Shares. It's basically an ETF listed in Canada that only holds the MSTR stock, leveraged MSTR stock, that is about a 25% leverage. And you could see it right here, right? If we scroll down, actually look at the breakdown, you see that it has actually 130% of strategy. Not sure why it's 130 instead of 125, but let's just go with about 25% leverage, right? Strategy, MSTR with 25% leverage and covered calls up to 50% of the portfolio. We know that Harvest typically never goes up to 50%, but their mandate can go up to 50%. They're typically near the 33 to low 40s, something like that. And of course, there's MSTY, which is just the unlevered version, by the way. So how can we answer the question, is an MSTE distribution reduction coming again? We know that when this ETF was launched, MSTR was a lot higher, and the initial distributions was 60 cents. Was 60 cents, then it went to 66, then it went back down to 60, then starting obviously October of 2025, Bitcoin started going down, and of course MSTR is going to start going down even harder because it's leveraged Bitcoin. So it went to 55, then 45, then 35, then 20, then 15. So we have 15 cents 2 months in a row. Will it go even lower? Well, my answer, this is my personal opinion, guys. So first of all, what do I want to do in this video? In this video, I want to try to answer that question. But more importantly, what's even more important, the even more important question to answer is Harvest actually doing a good job managing MSTE? Are they doing a good job? And total returns are the ultimate truth, and I have the numbers. We're going to look at the numbers because I think that's the most important. But to answer the question if it's going to reduce its distribution, first of all, I'm filming this on April 14th, a pretty good day for Bitcoin and MSTR as a whole. Right now, MSTE is about 348. Let's just refresh it. It's at 348, okay? So 15 cents times 12, that's 1.8 annually. If we do 1.8 divided by 3.48 times 100, we have the current yield of about 51%, almost 52%. That is actually pretty high yield. So I think, personally, my opinion, because MSTR, the volatility on MSTR has actually been going down. Right now it's at 71, which is pretty high compared to other stuff like the NASDAQ, the S&P, and other stocks. It's still the highest volatility stock out there for sure. That's considered big cap. I'm sure there's penny stocks much more higher, but compared to Tesla's 46% vol, Nvidia's 39% vol, Bitcoin's about 48. So Bitcoin itself, which I'm looking at IBIT here, even that volatility has been going down. So MSTR is still high, but still lower than usual, right? If we look at the, let's see, 30-day volatility, it's 57. So, I would say overall, has been being predicted, Bitcoin and MSTR is going to obviously have lower volatility with time. So this is actually bad news for cover call premiums, because we know that cover call premiums, the amount of premiums you could generate is really based on net asset value and volatility. So if both have been going down, this is why MSTE and even MSTY, I believe, they've reduced, right, accordingly as well. So there's no leverage, but they still have to reduce accordingly, and went from 15 to 12. So in my opinion, I actually would not be surprised, everyone, if for the May dividend, which they're going to declare. I don't know when this video is going to come out, but it's going to be declared typically in the 3rd or 4th week of April, typically 3rd. I wouldn't be surprised if we actually see MSTE and MSTY reduce the distribution a little bit further. Maybe, I don't know how much, maybe it'll just go down to 14 cents, maybe to 12 cents. I think if I would have to bet, my money would be on something like 12 cents. Something to 10 cents, a little bit more aggressive, cut it in 3rd. I don't know if they'll do that, but if we do 12 cents, which is 144 annually, divided by 3.48, let's say, it's at a 41% yield. So it's still very, very high yield, but I think it makes more sense at 12 cents, even 10 cents, by the way, which would be 120. At 348, that brings it down to 34% yield. So I think I would be surprised if they lower it to 10 cents. Not really that surprised. Again, based on NAV and volatility, if both are dropping, they're going to have to lower it most likely. So my money, I would not be surprised, guys, if they lower the distribution a little bit. And a comparison is really MSII. So in the US, something that's very, very similar to the cover call strategy of MSTE is MSII from Rex shares, because they do cover calls on only 50% of the portfolio, and there's approximately 125% leverage. So it's very, very, very similar cover call strategy, and their current yield is at about 29%. So you see, if we do a comparison to something else, I think there's a chance, guys, pretty strong chance actually, that MST and I guess even MSTY will reduce a little bit the distribution. But it's not Harvest's fault. It's not like it has anything to do with Harvest and the cover call management. It's just volatility going down and net asset value going down. But just a reminder, very important reminder, that it could be increased as well if MSTR starts going up and up and up, right? Don't forget that the reverse is also a possibility. That's very, very important to understand. But to me, whether they reduce the distribution or not is not the important thing. It's if they're doing a good job. How do we know if they're doing a good job? Total returns. Total returns are the ultimate truth. So because MSTE is a Canadian listed fund, and obviously we want to compare it to the performance of MSTR, it's a little bit harder to do with the tools I usually do. So I reached out for help, and let's just say someone extremely very reliable provided total return details, which I trust. So let's look at the total return details. And just before we look at that, which is very important, why do I say it doesn't bother me if they reduce the distribution? Because yes, you're going to get less cash flow, less passive income. But remember where that 15 cent or 12 cent or 25 cent or 60 cent is coming from. It's actually coming from the net asset value of MSTE. That's why on every X dividend date, everyone, MSTE will drop by the amount. So let's say they do reduce it to 12 cents. Well, on X dividend date at the end of April, instead of MSTE going down 15 cents, it will go down 12 cents. Right? So because they're going to be selling, let's just say, 12 cents worth of the NAV and giving it to you in cash instead of 15. So it will go down less if they reduce it. So don't forget that the distributions are just part of the net asset value being returned to you. Whether they increase it or decrease it actually has no bearing on the total return, which is the ultimate truth. It does have a bearing on your cash flow. Of course, I understand it sucks. We want to get more cash flow, not less. But it's very, very important to keep that in mind. And I have a very important video that you should watch if you're being confused what I'm telling you. It's important you know what these distributions are and where they're coming from. I highly recommend you watch this video. Covered call income equals fake income is Ben Felix right? So in this video, 30 minutes, I'm pretty sure I do a deep dive on what distributions actually are from covered call ETFs. I highly, highly recommend you watch this video. Okay, very easy. Just search Ben Felix and you'll find the thumbnail. Okay, so let's look at the actual total returns. How is MSTE doing? How is MSTE and MSTY doing versus actually holding the MSTR stock? Here is the data, everyone. This is since common inception. Now we have more than 1 year of data finally because MSTE has been out. When is the inception date? I should have marked this down somewhere. Inception, March 5th, 2025. So it is over a year. It's about 13 months now, actually, a little over 13 months that MST has been actively traded, right? So let's look at the total returns. Here it is since common inception. And they were kind enough, I'm not going to say who, but they were kind enough to give me the data since the beginning, since March 6th. You see that here. Every single day you have the data, which translates into the total return. This is the total return, not the price return, right? This includes the distributions. So hopefully my face is not blocking. All right, I took it out just in case. So here you see MSTE is the blue line, MSTY is the orange, and MSTR, just the MSTR common stock, is the green. So what you will see is that, first of all, they follow each other, obviously. So what you will see right now is that MSTY in orange is the best performer. Really doesn't take a genius to figure out why, right? If the stock is having mostly a flat or bad time, the covered call strategy without any leverage will outperform. So right now, MSTY is outperforming MSTR and MSTE, and of course you have MSTE in last place because yes, it has those covered calls, but it has that 25% leverage. So no amount of covered calls could make up for a 25% leverage drag in a short period of time, guys. Remember, you got to think long term. But if you actually look at, for example, during a time where MSTR was doing really well, you see in blue who's the best. It's as you could expect, the MSTE is actually doing well. So that is a very good sign that when there's a really big rally, really big upswing, I expect MSTE to react or to have similar performance as MSTR. And in this case, it's actually better. You see that in the up times, MSTE is outperforming the green line, which is simply MSTR. And of course, in last place, when there's a rally, is going to be the one with the covered calls and no leverage, which is MSTY, the orange one. But when there's volatility, downward trend, the covered call is without the leverage strategy, MSTY is going to do the best. So right now you could see that MSTY is ahead. So if we look at the actual total return now, if we go all the way at the end until April 10th, you see that MSTY is minus 62%, 62.47. Very close to MSTR, minus 59.8. So they're just about a little over 2 points spread. Then you have MSTY, which is down much less, a minus 50, for the obvious reasons that I talked about. So this is the ultimate truth, guys. To me, when I look at this since common inception, I feel that Harvest is actually doing an excellent job managing the covered calls on MSTY and MSTE. It's obviously MSTR fell off a cliff, so my personal expectation is that MSTE and MSTR perform similarly over time, but during a really negative time, MSTE is going to perform even worse because it has 25% leverage. And I'm actually very happy to see that it's actually very close. It's not that much. It's not as bad as I would have expected, or it's not as much underperformance versus MSTR than I expected. I'm actually surprised that, well, not really, MSTY doing really well, almost 9% better than MSTR. But of course, MSTR is still very volatile, so that means they were able to grab a lot of those rich premiums, and you could see the difference it makes. Let's look at year to date. So year to date, everyone, very interesting here. Okay, the last column is MSTR. This is MSTY. So you see that in the last, I don't know why there's a missing field here, but let's just take it from until beginning of the year 2026 until April 9th. Okay, you actually see that MSTE is actually outperforming MSTR itself. MSTY is still continuing to outperform because it's still been mostly negative in 2026 thus far. So I'm actually pleasantly surprised that MST is actually doing a little bit better than actually holding MSTR. So this is year to date. So we've looked at the total return. Here's the graph in case you want to see it. So there you have it, everyone. The total returns are the ultimate truth. I would give Harvest an A. I would give them an A, maybe even an A plus in terms of their cover call management. this is the data doesn't surprise me at all. I expect MSTE to perform similarly over time to MSTR. That's the whole goal, right? And MSTY to underperform long term if MSTR goes up long term. But in a time frame where it's really bad, MSTY is obviously going to outperform. But remember, this is only short-term thinking. You got to think long-term. Where do you think MSTR is going to go? If you actually don't like MSTR, you would probably get the MSTY. But if you like MSTR, you think it's going to go up, you would probably get the MSTE. So my confidence has actually been reinforced by looking at this data. Guys, obviously Harvest is doing a really, really good job with MSTE in my opinion here. And do I think the distribution is going to be cut this month? I think there's a pretty good chance because of the NAV is still actually low. Of course, we're recovering a little bit today, guys. Maybe tomorrow it's at 349. Maybe in the next couple of days it's going to go up. We just don't know what Bitcoin could do, right? It's a very volatile thing. We just don't know what MSTR could do. It's even more volatile. So maybe by the end of the week it'll go to $4. So of course, as it goes higher and higher, if the net asset value is going higher and higher, it means the yield is going down, which means there's going to be obviously less of a chance of a distribution reduction. But I feel at these levels, I think there's a possibility, a strong possibility that maybe they will reduce it a little bit. Maybe they'll keep it at 15. They'll be confident in doing that. Remember, the high shares can go up to 50% coverage. But if I compare to MSII that has a distribution rate of under 30 here, I see that there is a discrepancy, right? So I would not be surprised, everyone, if they do reduce a little bit, maybe to 14 cents. I'm banking on 12. Maybe they'll leave it at 15. But either way, remember that Harvest reduces it if they have to, and they raise it when they can. Remember that it could also reverse course if MSTE starts going back to 4.55. They could always raise it back to 20 cents and 25 cents, etc., etc. So don't forget that. Remember that what I really don't want is for Harvest to start writing a lot of covered calls, too much covered calls, and then we miss out on a big rally because there's too much covered calls on the MSTE. So in case Harvest is watching this, I trust you. I trust you to do the responsible thing. You obviously have that reputation, so I'm really, really not worried about it. But I do get a lot of comments, and I know people are. So I wanted to make this video to hopefully reassure you and hopefully to make you remember what these distributions actually are. Watch that video in case you didn't see it. And remember that total returns are the ultimate truth. And like we saw, since common inception, it's so close. I think they're doing a phenomenal job. I think all we need is a little rally, and you'll probably see eventually MST start not only performing similarly to MSTR again, but probably outperforming like it has in these little periods of time here where you see the blue is much higher, right? So not rocket science, guys, but in case you're new to the game, this is very important information. So hopefully this video was informative, gives you confidence. I would really appreciate if you like the video. Really appreciate it. Please do that. It really helps. Subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 250,000 subscribers. Please subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. Let me know your comments, your thoughts, by the way. And stay safe, stay passive, stay honorable. See you next time.